So this is a Shure QLX-D24 SM58 system in a G50 band. Let's check out what's in the box. I already cut it open. All right, so in the box, you get obviously the user manual. It's a pretty decent user manual. I mean, it seems like it's written pretty well in multiple languages. There's a few pamphlets and stuff, but most of the people don't look at that. You get a nice little microphone pouch for the wireless mic. And a lot of people have seen this. You get this in pretty much almost most wireless systems that you get. Comes in a box. Ooh, on top, you have two half-wave length antennas, Shure QLXD antennas. And we'll leave that last. Looks like here is a BNC cable in case you wanted to mount the antennas in the front. So this system is pretty much the entire kit. I can't remember what the model number is exactly. I'll see if I can throw it up somewhere, but I believe the model number is QLXD24/SM58-G50. So unlike Sennheiser, well, at least none of the Sennheiser stuff I've purchased in the EW100, 300, and the 500 systems. Like none of the Sennheiser systems, but unlike them, Shure includes, if you buy the full kit, they include the Rackmount hardware in the kit. Sure, it's a little expensive, pun intended, but you get everything you need and you don't have to go figure out which Rackmount system works with which receiver. So I really appreciate that Shure does this, and that's great. So this is not a sponsored video. Shure did not send us this. The retailer did not send us this. This is something that we purchased with our own funds. Just keep that in mind when we go through all this. So the reason we purchased this, actually we actually got about 4 of these systems. To check out later video where we put all 4 of the systems together in an antenna combiner, and we'll have a video for that. But anyways, we purchased this to be used in the house of worship. There's been a lot of issues not too long ago with you know, the FCC selling off different bands and stuff. So pretty much we're getting more dense. There's a lot of wire systems going around, so we'll talk more about that, but let's unbox this. You get a BNC cable. These are used if you want to mount the antennas that are usually on the back to the front of the receiver. Because remember, this has the entire rack mount kit included in here. You get 2 of those, okay? You get a, this is what you call a battery charge cover. So if you look on the handheld microphones, there's little metal slots that you could use to drop into like a charging station or whatnot. If you don't use that and you want to cover up the terminals that are showing on the mic, you can just put this on and it kind of covers it up. That's what this is. This, you get a little microphone holder adapter. So obviously if your microphone systems don't work on that thread, you can put this in there and makes the thread smaller. So you get the thread adapter, you obviously get the microphone adapter for the mic stand. You get some rack mount screws. So this is for the rack kit. You get a bunch of screws. You get 2 Energizer Max batteries. Well, that's good. I really hate it when manufacturers sell their system and they put like the cheapest batteries they could find off no-name brand, and you pick it up, you can pick it up and it feels like it's almost empty. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate they put high-quality batteries in there. Obviously, you get the PS24US. This is the power supply. This is a 120-volt power supply at 60 hertz. 120-volt power supply. Looks like it is polarized. It is a polarized power supply. Okay. If you don't know what that means, it means one of the parts that you plug into the wall is larger than the other side. So actually, since this is an unboxing video, let's just unbox it. We're not going to use this because we're going to be using power distribution, but barrel connector. Looks like this system outputs 12 volts at 400 milliamps. That's nice. Standard Shure power supply. You get the, I'm not sure what the technical term is, but it's pretty much a coupler. These couplers are used so that you can mount the rack mount kit. You mount the rack mount kit to the receiver, then you use this on the rack mount kit such that you can put the antennas facing out front. Since there's 2 antennas, they give you 2 of those. Okay. Obviously, you get the rack mount kit. So here's the rack mount kit. You get, obviously, the receiver. This is the QLX-D24 receiver, and this is a pretty nice receiver. It looks like it has aluminum type housing. It doesn't feel plastic, doesn't feel cheap. The band that you got is clearly listed on the front. Build quality feels solid, solid metal, does not feel cheap. When you pick this up, you can tell you got a quality system here. Okay, you get, obviously in this kit, since we got the SM58 kit, you get the SM58 mic. So a lot of the, this is pretty much the basic mic that you get. It's quote unquote legendary since it's been going on for so long and people just love it. You can get different capsules. We just decided to get the SM58 capsule since it was just the base unit. Later on, you can pretty much change out the capsules to almost any one that fits on the Shure wireless system. So these capsules are interchangeable in case you wanted, I don't know, like the K7, K9, SM58, Beta 58, Beta 87, whatever. I mean, there's different capsules out there. So this mic generally feels highly similar to, when I pick it up, feels similar to the QLX-D system mic, but this mic feels pretty heavy. The build quality is a slight metal. So this is a pretty nice system. You can tell when you pick this up, it's cold, but you can tell this is a quality system. You get the mic. Also, you get in the back, and they're afraid people were gonna throw this away because I'm sure if they didn't stick the label on there, I probably wouldn't have seen it. But in the back of the box, there is this thing called Rackmount hardware here. Okay, it literally says a big sticker Rackmount hardware here. I guess they're afraid people don't see that and just throw it away and then later complain they never got the Rackmount hardware. So that's nice that they put a sticker on there so that you know it's there and you don't miss it. So this is the rack mount plate for the bottom. So when you get a receiver, usually these things work in a way to rack mount it, like so. If you only have one and you're gonna rack mount it, it usually goes something like this when you put it on the system. Okay, let me handle this a little bit better. So when you have one kit, it pretty much goes together something like this, all right? You don't have to put it like this. You could put it on this side if you wanted to, but it usually goes like this. And then you can take these antennas and stick them out here. It's because you don't want the antennas just sticking out in the back of the rack, okay? But that's pretty much how you rack mount one kit. If you have two, you get another kit, another receiver, and you can use this to mount, to pretty much connect the receivers together on the bottom, like so. And then it feels pretty solid, and then you can use one of these and another one of those or whatnot and rack mount the entire system. So really appreciate that Shure includes everything you need when you do this. There's a little label on here. It says Shure Incorporated from Niles, Illinois. That's their HQ. So that's what you get in the box. You get the QLX-D24 SM58 kit. So I hope this helps. I know a lot of people sometimes wonder what's in the box. Does it include the hardware? Does it include everything you need? But that's what you get when you get the entire kit. So hope this video helped you guys out, and then we'll see you guys next time.